So I was buying this cheap ass eBay deck, and there was no reviews about it whatsoever. So I thought I would do one. I just got it installed just now. First thing I want to point out is the trim. I got a radio bezel. This is an O2 Maxima, and the bezel for this, the actual screen is wider than any other deck. So, you know, it's meant for a double din, but it's bigger than that. So I had to trim this whole thing. I don't have it in yet. I trimmed it once and it wasn't enough. I got to trim it again. So that's the first thing you need to know about this. Second of all, steering wheel controls work on it, which is crazy. Use that right here. It's a good deck. The only thing is, it said navigation when I got it, but it doesn't have it. It was $100 though, so I still can't complain. Right now, this is the iPod. So when you click on it, it's playing. It doesn't show album art, but it is, you know, what's currently playing on here. Sounds fine. The other thing is, this is supposed to use RCA's out for the factory deck, for the factory system, I should say. So just be advised that this has front left and front right RCA outputs, but it has aux out right and left, and they did not work for me. So I couldn't get any rear speakers until I cut the wires and hooked it up like a normal deck. So if you have if you use crossovers and such, it probably won't work for you. You'll probably need to get probably a different deck, unless there's some setting I couldn't find. But as long as you're, you know, hooking up, you know, using the internal amps of the stereo, you have nothing to worry about on that goes. I haven't used Bluetooth yet. People complain about the volume knob. It works great. That works fine. Options. If I just do this way, you go home. You can do... TV doesn't work because I'm in the States and we don't have that. It's where you set up the steering wheel controls. You just press each one, what it is. I haven't tried aux in yet, but I have tried radio. It works. I've tried discs. Oh, this is the EQ. All you can do is bass and treble. That's it, and the fader and balance. That's it. But mids are fine on it, so it's not a big deal. USB will be when you take this off. It comes right off. It looks fine. It's really light, but it plays fine. There's no issues there. Disc. I'm in a Nissan, so I had to do that screen. You gotta it says you have 9 to choose. It's really only 8, but it's my lady's car, so ignore the music. But it works. I'll show you that crap if it had it. But yeah, definitely worth $100. Other than it didn't have navigation like it said it would. Oh, another problem I've noticed is when you're listening to a disc. So it's probably set up more for DVDs. If you're listening to a CD, if you leave this screen at all, it stops playing. Like, let's say I want to adjust the EQ, so I have to go home to do that. I press home, it turns it off. And I gotta go to the EQ. But if I'm listening to the iPod over here, listen to the iPod, and I want to go back here and go to EQ, I can do whatever while that's playing. It's just like with the disc, it's like, thinks it's a DVD, so it doesn't want you to leave that screen. I don't have much to say about it other than all the people who said it's junk. It seems to be fine by me. It's definitely worth $100. I just wanted to work the iPod, and it does. I mean, here it is. It's playing it right here. And then it has a USB for you, so you can hook up whatever USB to. So I taped one of these onto the back of it, so I can plug in my phone and it'll charge it instead of the iPod. When I plugged them both in, it said it didn't have enough voltage, so it's probably one or the other. But it does Bluetooth like it says. I have not set it up yet, but missed calls, received calls. I heard it doesn't show your call log, but just streaming music and all that, so whatever. There it is. I can't remember what the model number of this is because it says nothing on it anywhere. So I will put that in the description so you know what it is. But But yeah, it's really simple. That's my steering wheel controls. Choosing iPod. So wait a second, it plays it. Volume, track. Now it's with no other adapter. So yeah, I just... Next track. It works perfectly. It's actually pretty fast. It's almost as fast as my Pioneer deck, to be honest with you. So, there you go. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. And like I said, this is only a few minutes into it, so if it breaks in a day or something, I'll post it up again. But as of right now, it works fine. So, it just doesn't show album art. No big deal.